Doing my best to just start bringing a little bit of spring into our home. Decluttering my closet, I want to do a little bit of cleaning, I want to get some fresh flowers in the house, start to get some healthier, lighter meals in our rotation. I'm going to do a closet declutter. Like, let's eat a little bit healthier. Let's look for some meals that are higher proteins, and even little changes like that are such a great way to set yourself up for success. And when I think spring, I always think lemon. Not expecting to get rid of so much stuff just now. Our family just got back from a family vacation yesterday afternoon. So basically the last few hours, and especially last night for me, has just been trying to get like my wits about me again, trying to get unpacked, get organized in our house. But I feel like I am coming home with a spring mindset and a spring perspective. And there's a little bit of conflict because I'm coming home to what I'm looking outside my window and seeing right now, which is still full-blown winter here in Canada. I want to just start getting into that mindset and that perspective more and bringing that into our house more, because all of us are coming home just itching for it. And I feel like it's one way that we can just kind of bridge the gap of the rest of this winter into sunnier days and warmer weather. So in this vlog, I'm going to be doing my best to just start bringing a little bit of spring into our home. I'm thinking of decluttering my closet. I want to do a little bit of cleaning. I want to get some fresh flowers in the house, start to get some healthier, lighter meals in our rotation, kind of transition out of what was the thick of the winter and like warm, cozy, savory recipes into things that feel a little bit lighter, just a little bit more spring. So I'm gonna bring you guys along for that process. But I basically got home yesterday and then dove right into that. I realized that I came home just like chomping at the bit for just freshness in our home. And so the first thing that my husband and I did when we got back was do a massive deep clean of our fridge. I had ordered groceries to arrive here before we got back from our vacation and just wanted to do a little bit of like healthier meal planning. So I had like fresh fruit and fresh veggies and meat and all of that stuff. And before we put all of that into the fridge, we took everything out. And I had taken out everything that needed to be out before we left for vacation, but this was like a really good clean, you guys, of like every sauce that we had in there. Every like container or package of things that had been pushed to the back that we had maybe not really looked at or used for a while. We laid everything out and then did a huge edit of it all. I scrubbed the fridge down, we put it all back in, and it feels just like so fresh and good. And I feel like that's what I want to do with a bunch of different areas in my life right now. Immediately after that, we went and did our van, because being in a rental car for the week, we realized like it just opened our eyes to the state of our van here at home. So we took it to a car wash last night, cleaned it out, vacuumed it, literally the day that we got back from vacation, because we're both just like, let's clean some things up. So that is what I'm going to be doing in this video. I have a couple of hours here where the house is going to be a little bit more quiet. So I'm gonna chip away at the rest of the unpacking, folding of laundry, and just tidying the rest of our house, because our family came in like a hurricane last night and there's a little bit of chaos happening around me. So let's start by fixing that. It has been a very long day of cleaning and organizing and just trying to get everything reset since being back home, and I am very much looking forward to just winding down for the night now, reading on my Kindle, which is something that I want to do a lot more of this spring as well, just like reading for enjoyment and for fun, but I will get to that. First things first, I this evening unboxed some things that had come in while we were away, some PR packages that I had received, some stuff that I had just ordered, and one of the things, you guys, I am so excited about. I have been looking forward to this for so long, and I'm so just like stoked to share this with you guys. It is from the brand Foreo, and if you've never heard of them before, they create like very cutting edge, high-tech skincare products that are all like professional grade. And like you guys, I have been seeing red light therapy all over the place recently, and I have been wanting to try it for the longest time. Foreo takes this to the next level. I just got their FAQ 202, which is a silicone LED face mask, and this mask has 8 different wavelengths, including NIR, which stands for near infrared LED, so it actually penetrates more deeply, so it can correct sunspots, wrinkles, fine lines, sagging. But because this mask has 7 additional wavelengths on top of that, it can also even your skin, minimize pores, improve texture, reduce hyperpigmentation and redness, and so much more. Let's do a little live try on, shall we? I'm feeling very futuristic right now. It's made with what they call Flexi Fit silicone, so it molds to any face shape, and you can adjust it at the back here, but it's also ultra lightweight. Like, this thing feels so light on my face right now, and it's also wireless, so you can be multitasking. I can literally be changing a diaper, washing dishes, while receiving a professional quality facial at home. One of the other super cool things about it is that this mask is also app connected. So the app allows you to select from different pre-programmed facial treatments like anti-wrinkle, quick refresh, oil balancing. So just for fun, let's download the quick refresh facial right now to my mask. Okay, it's downloaded, so we can hit start. All right, so it's showing me the timeline. This is like a 5-minute treatment that I'm currently going through. It's starting off with the NIR and red therapy. Oh my gosh, we've even got a little bit of spa music to go with it as well. This really does. It just feels like such a treat, and I'm so excited to be able to do these professional level facials at home. And I'm also so grateful because Foreo has given me an insane offer for you guys. But this offer is limited, and basically they don't usually offer sales or discounted prices on their best selling products, but for Women's Day, they are offering a sale right now. Oh, we have even changed colors. Yellow, which reduces redness and soothes skin. How wonderful. The women's sale is currently on, but they have also gone over and above that and have offered me a 30% off discount for you guys. So the entire website, you can get an additional 30% off on their products when you use the code BETH30 at checkout. So all you have to do is go down to the description box in this video and head to the link that I have there. And when you are checking out, use that code BETH30 to get an additional 30% off of the sale prices for a limited time. And like me, before bed, you can also be using Orange Light to revitalize for a healthy glow. Congratulations, my treatment is now completed. And again, if you guys are interested in checking out any of Foreo's products, all you have to do is head down to that link in my description box and use the code BETH30 at checkout to get 30% off their entire website, in addition to the sale that they are already running for Women's Day. Thank you so much to Foreo for working with me on today's video. All right, girls, I have an idea. And yes, I just addressed you all as girls because, let's be honest, it's really only girls that watch my content. But we, and I said we, are going to do a closet declutter. I think that it is way more fun if we declutter our closets at the same time, as opposed to you just watching me declutter mine. So if you have literally 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe you're settling down after the kids are in bed, you have 20 minutes. All I'm saying is that if you want to grab a snack and your drink of choice and declutter your closet with me, I feel like that would be a lot more fun. And then you can put in the comments section how many items you were able to pull from your wardrobe and just simplify it going into this next season. Even one item is something. So the last time that I did a closet declutter, I think was after I had Jude, so well over a year ago now, coming up on literally over 2.5 years. And it's time for us to revisit it. I'm gonna go through literally everything that I own, and I'm not gonna take a ton of time to do this. I think that that is what keeps me from going through this process, is the fear of the mess that I'm gonna make as I go through, and also the fear of like it taking me hours and hours to do it. I have a baby asleep right now, and I'm committed to having this done before she is awake. My thought is that if I have not worn something in the last, like, I wanna say 6 months, just to consider seasonality, that it's time for it to go. And I know that there are many pieces in my wardrobe that would fit that category, whether for sentimental reasons or because of my fluctuating decluttering, postpartum body. You guys know how it is. So we're gonna do a little closet declutter together. Let's start with some shelves. This is my entire wardrobe here outside of like lounge clothes and pajamas and stuff. I have another drawer over there where all of that stuff is that we will go through. Most of my sweaters and shirts would be here. This is pretty well all of my pants. And so I don't even think that I'm gonna get rid of like a whole lot from some of these sections, but I do just want to look over everything and just make sure that what is here is something that I want to carry forward into the next season. This one I'm unsure of. We got to try that on. I am getting to a point where I need to invest in some new leggings. I wore all of my Lululemon leggings throughout each of my pregnancies and they are stretched to the max, but I'm thinking of switching to Aloe for my next legging investment. Let me know if any of you guys have their stuff because I've been really curious about trying it, and I think that that is what I might do after these Lulus get donated. Still like that, still like that. I'm not making a whole lot of progress on this shelf. I need to fix that. That's so chaotic. This sweater I don't wear super often. I don't know if gray is really the move for me. I need to check my like color analysis that one of you sent because I can't remember if this was on it. There was a season of my life where I wore almost exclusively gray. I just felt like it was my thing. But this sweater has stayed in my closet for years because I actually got it on my honeymoon with Jared in Thailand. And although I don't wear it super often, it does look really classy when I wear it. And because of the sentimental just value of it and the fact that it's still in really good shape, even though I bought this for like $5 off of a street vendor, I think I just am gonna hold on to it because I would be sad to see something that I bought on my honeymoon literally just end up at Value Village. Fix this shelf because I can't be leaving that in disarray. Okay, next shelf. Immediately, this one here, I think I'm gonna get rid of. I do love a good like striped sweater, but I bought this one from H&M last season and I got it in an extra small because it was sold out. I've never really loved the fit just because it does feel a lot more like form-fitting than I was intending for this to be. It's kind of scratchy, it's kind of pilly. It's enough ammunition for me to say goodbye to it in my closet. Okay, on to drawers. I'm literally going to set an actual timer for this because otherwise I will spend way too long for no reason. Moving on to the drawers, there's some stuff that has landed in here that should not be in here. If you were wondering what the heck this is one of those like heatless hair curling things. I got one in a PR package a while ago and I just have like never actually taken the time to figure out how to do this. I need to do that. We need to put that on my to-do list. In these drawers, I just have a bunch of basics and I would say that it is both summer and winter and spring and fall. It's pretty much just like my basics that I wear year round. So I have a lot of like tank tops, turtlenecks, not a whole lot that I would be getting rid of right now. Honestly, it is really helpful to see what things have just gotten crumpled up in here and I've forgotten that I own them. This is my Owlet baby monitor that I have needed to sell for so long, but I've had it on Marketplace and literally no one wants it. I'm like begging someone to buy that for me. Next up, these are things that I just actually got recently. I have a lot of just like brown and beige shirts that I feel like really aren't actually doing anything for me. This one is just like a nice cozy winter shirt, but I haven't really worn it very much at all this winter. And I think that's enough of a reason for me to let it go. A little skirt that has no business being in my shirt drawer. I need to not forget where all of my clothes are. This is unlocking like a whole new spring wardrobe for me. Okay, so there is an Aritzia dress that I just found in this drawer as well. It's also like quite form-fitting, and then also the fact that it is like a little bit sheer. There's just a lot of things about this dress that would make me not really ever want to put it on, and I'm not putting it on. That's why it's sitting in this drawer. So I do think I need to change the way that I'm organizing this though. Like skirts, I'm gonna move down here just because I would be least likely to grab that on any given day just around the house, and I'm gonna make sure that all of my basics are up in these two sections. Right now I have all my tank tops on this side, tees on this side, and then down here is a little bit of the overflow of my tops, and then down in here I'm just gonna add a couple more of my like more casual knits that I would reach for. So that is this whole section. Okay, coming to this section here. This is my side of the closet. Everything on the other side is my husband's, and this stuff I wear, oh gosh, I would say like 25% of the time. Most of what is hanging here, I would say, is more like occasion wear. Some of it is stuff that I would wear around the house or to church on Sunday, but a lot of it is also just like fancier dresses that I don't wear every day at home. I know some people love to just like be in a long dress at home, but for me, I really only do that in the summer or like the fall. I don't do a whole lot of like dress wearing throughout the winter, at least not in my house. So it's tricky because I don't have a lot of storage to like keep those things in a different spot, but I don't necessarily want to get rid of it. Like this, for instance, this is what I wear to funerals. Pretty well every funeral that I've ever gone to, sadly, has been in this dress, and it's still a cute dress. It's a good dress. I use it, just not often, hopefully. I just got this dress for a Christmas party this year, and it's really cute. It has like a big bow that ties up around the back of the neck. Ooh, this one has gotta go. This blazer, cute, but also too form-fitting for where we are currently at, so I'm gonna say goodbye to that one too. The plaid has got to go. We all know that this shirt's days in my closet are coming to an end soon if I can't figure out how to get these sleeves in order. Okay, I went through all of that. We got 7 minutes left on that timer, so let's tackle the loungewear. This drawer is just trying to do way too much right now. It's pajamas, it's loungewear, it's activewear. Why do I get so sentimental about things? It doesn't help that I'm on my period right now, but it's just making me so sad to think about getting rid of these because I wore these after I had both Jude and Rosie, just as like my postpartum sweatpants around the house, and that should be like the incentive to get rid of them, I feel like, but it's just a cute set and it's comfy still. And it's like, oh, it just holds so many memories for me, and I feel like I tear up looking at stuff like that because it just takes me right back to all of those moments with them. But I have a lot of those types of pieces. Oh, I'm like jumpy today. We're gonna need another 5 minutes. Okay, I have good news. The drawer closes. I've decided to distill this down to 3 different sections, and this drawer is still doing a lot for me, but that's okay. I have all of my activewear in this little like white organizer here, and then in the next little white organizer, I have everything that I would consider to be my like pajama wear. Here I have the loungewear type stuff, and then you'll notice that over here, I still have an entire just like gap because I got rid of so much stuff, and that feels really, really good. So let's look at what I was able to accomplish in the last 45 minutes. You guys, this is actually crazy. I was not expecting to get rid of so much stuff just now, but I have quite the pile here. Like, this is heavy. I'm getting rid of sweaters, jeans, cardigans, overshirts, blazers, denim jackets, dresses, just so much stuff that I have not worn in a long time, but is honestly still really cute, and I feel like someone will be happy to receive. So I'm trying to decide now if I list all of this on Marketplace or if I just donate it. This is always the stuff that I get stuck at, is knowing like what to do with the clothing that I'm trying to get rid of. I do have some really cute things here though, so I think I might attempt to do a little Marketplace sale and see what I can get for all of this. We did get another dumping of snow last night, and I will say it is very beautiful, but woke up to that today and just wanted some more green in and around our house, so I grabbed some flowers this afternoon. In the short time that they were outside, I feel like some of them are already not doing so hot, so they need a good drink for sure, and I'm hoping that getting them into some water is going to help with that. But as I said in the beginning of this vlog, I am wanting to just clean up our eating a little bit. I wouldn't say that we've been like totally off the rails this winter or anything. I feel like being on vacation was just like a little bit of a free-for-all, and that's fine. Like, there are times in life where that's totally fine to do. But now that we're back home and that spring is coming and we're leading into summer, I feel like, especially for Jared and I, we're just like, let's eat a little bit healthier. Let's look for some meals that are higher protein, maybe lower carb, and just opting for a couple of different options in our regular rotations. And even little changes like that are such a great way to set yourself up for success with your eating, especially because we do often eat what we have for dinner for lunches the next day as well. So I've been looking for just like lighter springtime recipes that aren't necessarily summer yet to kind of bridge that gap. And when I think spring eating, cooking, baking, I always think lemon. Those are always the recipes that my brain gravitates towards. So I found a really good looking recipe from Half Baked Harvest. Once again, love her. And it's for sheet pan, lemon, rosemary, Dijon chicken with feta goddess sauce. And I read that and I was like, we have got to try that. So I'm gonna get the marinade ready for that this afternoon. I'm going to swap the chicken thigh for a chicken breast just for a little bit of a healthier cut. And I'm gonna let that marinade just sit in the fridge for a couple of hours while the kids are all down, cut up the potatoes, start to get that stuff ready, because then it'll be really easy for me to throw everything together for dinner in a couple hours. Okay, we just got back from a big Costco trip with the family. I honestly shouldn't even say that it was big because this is all that we got. There's not that much stuff here. It always just feels big when you bring your whole family into Costco, but I thought I would do a little Costco haul for you guys. Show you what we picked up for just a little bit more of like a clean eating approach going into the next couple of weeks. Want to do a haul with me?
Sure.
I got this Wild Roots Coastal Berry Trail Mix. I've never tried it before, but it has almonds, cashews, dried cranberries, dried blueberries.
Yogurt chips.
Yogurt chips, that sounds good. So I'm excited to try that. We also got this broken box of Made Good Soft Mini Cookies. Those are not for me, but I really do like them. It's dairy free, which is something that has been important for our family for a while, so I still do really like this stuff. We also got this massive pack of applesauce pouches, which is such a good deal. I think you get like 36 for 13 bucks, which is the best way to do it because my kids go through so many of these. Like my oldest is just starting to grow out of eating applesauce this way, but our baby will just eat a bunch of these every single day. So we had to get a bunch of those. Why do I feel like we had a bunch of these?
I think we did, and then they either broke or got lost.
Decluttered?
No, they didn't get decluttered. I couldn't find my good one.
I also got this package of black grapes. I have never tried this before. I also don't know how this is different from like just a green or a red grape, but I thought it would be fun to try.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's sweet. Sweeter.
I don't know about sweeter.
I wouldn't say it's sweeter. It has a different aftertaste. This was on sale. This was like $7 for this crate. This is one of our favorite things to get. I get it every single time now. It's kind of deceiving because it's in the snack aisle. It's not like where the rest of like the meat or the dried meat stuff is, but it's turkey pepperettes. Yeah, there's like 9 grams of protein for 2 sticks. So it's not like over the top, but it's low sugar, low calorie, low fat. It's just like a really nice snack. And our kids also really like these. So that's one thing is I've been trying to give them just less like packaged snacks when they ask for something. I feel like when we were in Florida and traveling, it just went a little bit off the rails with that because they had so many packaged like granola bars and like fruit bars and those types of things. So I'm trying to, I was saying to Jared, get back into offering them like meat and cheese and fruit and vegetables when they ask for snacks. So that being said, we also did buy a bunch of fruit, a huge bag of apples, I got another massive bag of clementines because we go through so many of those, more bananas. We got the basic stuff like lots of eggs because we eat so many of these. I am asking like every single week for a chicken coop because I feel like we're entering that territory. We got 14 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. We also got this big pack of Greek yogurt that Jared is usually the one to go through. I'm not like a huge Greek yogurt person unless it's in smoothies and stuff. I would like to be because I know that's another just good source of protein, but I'm working on it. I'm pretty sure the last thing that I have not gone over yet is this extra lean ground bison, which I have not been eating, but Jared has been eating recently. So he got that for his meal prep. What does it taste like?
I don't know, it kind of tastes like ground beef, but it has a little bit...
Like gamey?
No, it's not gamey. I expected it to be more gamey than beef, but it has a flavor to it that's just different than ground beef.
And I am like fighting the major urge to just turn this into a straight decluttering video. I feel like one is coming very soon because I just look around and see stuff everywhere that I am just so done with. I couldn't help myself in my daughter's room tonight though, because I was noticing while she was trying to tidy up that I was like, this is an unrealistic space for you to tidy because there's actually just way too much stuff in this room. So something that I have done with her very frequently, I would say like monthly, maybe every other month, since she was probably 2, is go into her room with her and then just ask her if there's anything in her room that she doesn't really love anymore, anything that she's not really interested in playing with anymore. And the way that I've kind of communicated it to her and to my kids is like, when we're done with something, it's an opportunity for us to pass it on to someone else that might actually really love to play with that thing or get good use out of it. And I think my kids really love to think about another person enjoying something that they're not really using anymore. So I don't know, maybe that will work for your kids, maybe it won't, but I used to really fear getting rid of my kids' stuff, especially because I was nervous that there would be something that they would like remember or back to, and I'd have to be like, yeah, I don't know where it went. That has maybe happened like once in regular decluttering of my kids' things, and it never happens when I involve them in the process. So look at this. This is a bag of things that my 3-year-old daughter decluttered from her room tonight on her own. I went through the toy basket in her bedroom, I went through her closet with her, and we went through all of her books, and I basically was just like, is there anything in this section, and I held up like item by item, and I just held it up to her, and she would say, yeah, I still like that, keep it, or we can give that away to someone else. She did so good, you guys. This bag is so heavy, and I actually have so much space all of a sudden on the bookshelf in her room. Her toy basket, I felt like I was having to shove down, and it can close perfectly fine now, and I just feel like it's a lot more realistic for her to be able to manage that room and to confidently feel like she can clean it up and just be responsible for that. And I just feel a lot better knowing that there's a lot of crap that is now being taken out of there, and some good stuff too that's going to be passed on to somebody else. So that was a big win from today. There are some days where I am just wearing, I feel like, one of the hats that I wear more than I am wearing that hat on other days. Like I feel like I've got the mom hat, I've got like the homemaker hat, I've got the ministry hat, I've got like the business hat where I'm doing my stuff with YouTube, and some days I really only wear like one of those hats a day because that's just how the day turns out. And today has been a mom mode day where I have just been like, everything else has been on pause. I've just been like in the thick of it with the kids since they woke up really early this morning, and I just got back from taking them to the butterfly conservatory with a friend of mine. It is the dreamiest place to be in the winter. If you have not ever been to a butterfly conservatory, I feel like you should definitely Google if you have one near you, because basically the one that we have near our house is like this big dome that you go into where it's like walking through a gigantic greenhouse. The temperature in there is so hot and humid. There's butterflies everywhere. The greenery is stunning. There's waterfalls. So I love to go there in the winter, and I know that it's not the only one out there. There's actually a bunch of these all over the place. So look up a butterfly conservatory if you are also just ready for a little bit of a break from the cold and ready to introduce spring. But it is now quiet time in our house. My 2 youngest kids are asleep. My oldest is currently in her room listening to her Yoto player and coloring, and I just sat down to have a little bit of a salad. I have been on such a salad kick recently. I just sometimes will forget that salad can actually be good. I don't know, there's just something about salad that never actually speaks to me, but then when I put a bunch of toppings on it, I'm so into it. It's the best ever. So I've been experimenting with a bunch of different like types of salad and toppings recently, but on this one I've got like spring mix, I've got chicken for protein, I've got goat cheese, pecans, some oranges, and then I also got this like, it's not a salad topper specifically, but it works really well as one. It's like this package of dried onions that I use for some other like Asian inspired dishes, but I've been throwing it on top of my salads and it is so good. And then I usually like to make a dressing myself with olive oil, Dijon, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, tiny bit of maple syrup, and I think that might actually be everything. everything. It's so good. I've been really enjoying that. So I'm about to sit and eat that and just rest. We have a busy evening with church stuff tonight, so I am going to wrap this vlog up here. Thank you so much for watching me try to, by force, welcome spring into our home. I really do feel like we're getting there. The temperature has been a lot better this week. I've heard birds chirping. I feel like we're so close. So if you're in the same position as me, just so ready for it, and it doesn't really feel like you're quite there yet, hang in there. It is coming. And again, thank you guys just so much for being here. I wanted to remind you that if any of you are interested in checking out any of Oreo's products, whether that is the FAQ 202 red light therapy mask that I have, or any of their other skincare products, they really do have so many, that this is the time to do it, because they are offering a huge Women's Day sale right now, and a lot of the products that they don't usually put on sale are currently on sale. And the code that they have given me for you guys is 30% off that is stackable for what is currently on sale on their website. So again, my code is Beth30, and that works for a limited time to stack with the sale. So thank you again to Oreo for working with me on today's video. Thank you guys so much for being here, and until my next video, I love you guys, I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye!